Hey, buenos dias, ¿qué pasó amigos? Bienvenidos, welcome back to John's Moto Garage. This is where we do all things motos, and if you're new to the channel, then welcome, thanks for stopping by. If you're an OG to the channel, then thanks for coming back. And you guys already know that I'm a fan of pretty much all things two-wheeled, whether it be a motorcycle, bicycle, doesn't really matter, and I'm not brand loyal, meaning I'm down to try out anything. I can see the pros and the cons to just about any motorcycle. Well, as many of you know, I've had victories on the channel before, but it's been a minute since we talked victory, and recently I went over an article going over some interesting things about victories that I didn't know. So today we're going to share 5 facts that you didn't know about victory motorcycles, or maybe some of you guys did know about them already, but basically we're talking victory motorcycles. If you didn't know already, victory, they started production in 1998, and they basically rolled up until around 2018 when they shut down production. Over those years, I was fortunate enough to have gotten my hands on some victories, and I have to say, every time I rode a victory, I was definitely impressed with the ride, the quality of the build, the design, the look. Everything about victory is just a little bit unique and a little bit different. And I'll be the first to admit, I was a little bummed out when they said they were discontinuing the victory line. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. 5 things you didn't know about victory motorcycles, or maybe you didn't know them. So the number one thing is the first victory bike was produced in 1998. And the one that rolled off the line was a V92C. Believe it or not, but at the time, that was actually the biggest production motorcycle you could purchase. Now think about it, 92 cubic inch, that equates to about 1507 cc. By today's standards, that's like entry-level middleweight cruiser status, but it's crazy to think at the time in 98, just over 2 decades ago, that was the biggest production motorcycle engine you could get here in the States. Now, it didn't take long for victory to get overshadowed by some of the other manufacturers. Yamaha came out with the 1600cc Roadster line. Honda came out with the VTX 1800. Of course, nowadays, a few decades later, you've got your Rocket 2000cc. You've got all the different bikes, Raider 1900. You've got the 117 cubic inch Harleys. You've got all kinds of stuff. So by today's standards, a 1500cc doesn't seem all that great, but they definitely came out with something at the time that nobody else had. All right, interesting fact number 2, which the majority of you guys probably know this, but the company was actually driven by Polaris. Many people know Polaris for their off-road vehicles, side-by-side, as well as snowmobiles. And do they do Sea-Doos? I don't know. But Polaris had actually been researching and investigating the moto industry for nearly a decade, and they wanted to come in with a motorcycle brand. They got smart and they decided to brand it Victory instead of Polaris, and that's where you got Victory. So a lot of people actually thought Victory had been around for some time before that, and truth be told, it came out in 98. All right, number 3. So Victory was actually formed to be a direct competitor to Harley-Davidson, manufactured here in the United States. They thought they could go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with Harley-Davidson. And while they did come out with a very competitive motorcycle, they pushed the innovation in the industry. Unfortunately, they were not successful in competing with Harley over those years. I remember when Victory came out with the 106, Harley was doing their 103, and if you ride that 106 compared to the 103, I don't think there's any question that the 106 takes the win. You get more bang for your buck with that Victory. I think if it had not been for Victory, we wouldn't see the innovation that we have today. I'm always a big proponent of competition, having options, and innovation, and I think when you put all of them in the same arena, then you're bound to get something. So I think we all owe Victory a huge thank you just for that alone, the fact that they pushed innovation in the motorcycle industry. All right, you guys, number 4, Victory was no longer profitable starting in 2014. And so they still kept going for 4 years, but they just weren't turning the profit they needed. And ultimately, I think that's part of why they decided to cut the Victory line in 2018. Of course, Indian came into the picture as well. But yeah, sadly, in 2017, the company officially went out of business. They chose to close things off. I think you could still get them up through 2018, but I'm not 100% certain. You still have, I think, at least 100 chapters that are active and dedicated to Victory, as well as riding clubs that are specific for Victory, not just in the United States, but in other countries as well. So they definitely left their mark. I've talked to a lot of people who are still huge fans of Victories. Personally, like I said, I've ridden a handful of Victories over the years, and I've never been disappointed. The fact that they're no longer available, yeah, it concerns me a little bit if I were to have one that I was planning to keep for a super long time, as far as, parts being available and all that. But there you have it, you guys. John's Moto Garage, 5 things you may or may not have known about Victory motorcycles. Again, I'm a big fan of the brand, and if I end up coming across some more good deals, I would not hesitate to snatch one up and enjoy the thrill once again on the Victory 106. All right, you guys, if you dig the content, be sure to like and subscribe. You can hit me on Instagram at John's Moto Garage, and you can also support the channel through Patreon. Big shout out and thank you to the patrons. We'll hit you guys up on the next one. Adios. Hasta luego. Nos vemos.